an idea, an inspirational woman, and a village. These are the foundational elements of an exciting project underway in the village of Antwerp, Ohio. The Holly Beach Splash Pad is expected to become a reality by the spring of 2023. The idea started in spring of 2021 when John Covey, husband of Maria Covey and the son of the late Holly Covey, participated in the Summit City Half Marathon in Fort Wayne. On their way home from the race, John and Maria decided to organize a similar event in Antwerp in honor of Holly. The Coveys had read posts on Facebook expressing interest in a tandem swing and a splash pad for the Antwerp Veterans Memorial Park. The Coveys hoped their event, soon to be called the Turtle Trot, would cover the cost for a tandem swing. The Coveys met with the Antwerp Community Development Committee, or ACDC, to start planning the event. Around that time, John said what Maria was thinking: let's think bigger than the swing. Let's try for the splash pad. Dustin Sensible, a member of ACDC, liked the new goal and partnered with the Coveys. They began visiting other splash pads in the area and had drawings created. On August 14, 2021, around 300 people gathered to walk or run in Antwerp's first Turtle Trot. Even more people gathered afterward for the Antwerp's annual Day in the Park, where many viewed the splash pad renderings for the first time. The Turtle Trot raised around $14,000. More than that, it raised the town's awareness and excitement for the splash pad project.
The outpour of donations and the success of the Turtle Trot just raised so much money that we had to think bigger. I thought, you know what, let's do this, let's tackle this.
Though a big undertaking, the Coveys knew the splash pad would be the perfect way to honor Holly, a lifelong Antwerp resident who died from ovarian cancer on her 50th birthday in 2020. Maria knows there are many people in Antwerp who deserve to have the splash pad named in their honor, but in a way, Holly represents them all. She was a wife, a mother, a grandmother, a friend, and an educator of 20 years.
Holly was such an incredible person. She dedicated her life to making sure children knew their importance. The years leading up to Holly's death, she'd always dreamed of doing something. She'd always dreamed of doing something for the children in our community. She thought, if I won the lottery, I want to put something in the village for the kids. She didn't think, I want to build this mansion, I want to buy a fancy car. She just thought of the kids, and she wanted to give all of her money back to the youth. And she did that in her whole career as a teacher. She went above and beyond to help kids that just needed a strong adult role model in their life. So I think it's very fitting that we chose a splash pad to be named after Holly.
On September 1st, 2021, Maria met with State Representative Craig Riedel, along with Paulding County Economic Director Tim Copsey and Antwerp Village Administrator Brian Davis to discuss state funding for the splash pad. Around that time, the Coveys and Sensible also created the Holly Beach Splash Pad Committee. The committee consists of 14 individuals: Maria Covey, President; Dustin Sensible, Vice President; Katie Shar and Audrey Feasby, Secretaries; Dustin Greenwood, Ashley Bissell and Kelsey Coucher, Treasurers; Hannah Michael and Brian Smith, Marketing; Lisa Bragg, Amber Yenser, Jen Smith, Laura Johnson, and Megan Martinez, Community Outreach. The committee meets approximately one time per month, mainly to brainstorm ways to raise money for the project. As the village administrator, Davis quickly became another key member of the project.
When they came and they presented it to the village, the first thing they were looking for was a place to site the splash pad. And so we talked about available space in the park because we believe that would be the best suited location. So the village's role is to work with them and get through the process of the legal requirements in order to place the splash pad in the park, as well as to determine, what entity or who will take care of the maintenance, how that will be paid for, the utilities to operate the facility, just basically to kind of work through the process of going from conception to completion.
Pending the village's approval, the Holly Beach Splash Pad will be located in the Antwerp's Veterans Memorial Park next to the monument. It will include several water features, seating areas, picnic tables, and shades. There will be an 8-foot walkway leading up to the splash pad with an arched entryway. The arch, which Sensible describes as a big, warm opening, will include the Holly Beach splash pad name as well as top donor names, rules, and hours of operation. One of the committee's ongoing fundraising efforts is the Buy a Brick for the Holly Beach splash pad. For $100 or $250, supporters can purchase a commemorative engraved brick for the walkway entrance. Upon completion, the splash pad will be maintained by several entities.
With this type of splash pad, it is used what they call as a recirculation system. So it will have a holding tank underneath the ground that holds 3,000 gallons of water, and it recycles it like a pool. So you won't necessarily have a water call bill every month. It'll mainly be the electrical and a chemical bill. And the maintenance of this will be done by between ACDC, the Holly Beach splash pad, and in collaboration with the village, Antwerp Village.
The splash pad will most likely be open from Memorial to Labor Day from 11 a.m. when the park opens until dusk when the park closes. The entire project, including labor and installation, will cost around $450,000. So far, the committee has raised $110,000, around a fourth of the total cost of the splash pad, throughout private donations, fundraisers, business donations, and other villages donations. VFW Post 5087 and Antwerp American Legion Post 253 together were the first $15,000 donor, followed by Paragon Tempered Glass with the same amount. The committee has sponsored around 10 fundraising events, including the Pumpkin Festival on October 23, 2021, an event that attracted 600 people and raised $10,000. Other fundraisers have included the Flamingo Flocking, 12 Days of Giving, Fit for Fun, Memories by Tanya Christmas Photos, the Antwerp Chamber of Commerce Wine Bus Tour, Caroling for a Cause, and, most recently, the ACDC Craft Beer and Wine Tasting. Aside from fundraisers, many community members and area businesses have donated to the project in a variety of ways. Some have written checks, some have hosted pampered chef parties, some businesses have donated daily profits, even children have contributed in their own small ways. The committee has also applied for government funding through the state of Ohio to assist with the project. Another large sponsor is Ben Cowsher, a member of ACDC and owner of Ben Cowsher Excavating. He is donating his time, equipment, and labor to assist with the completion of the project. His donation will cover a significant portion of the cost. On March 14th, Cowsher completed part of Phase 1 of the project, adding 20 parking spots in the park. Phase 1, which also included removing 4 trees along Island Street and obtaining the soil sample and survey, is now complete. Phase 2 of the project is currently underway. The committee is in the process of working with an engineering firm, Bockrath & Associates, on creating blueprints and obtaining permits from the state. Once the committee submits its final changes to the blueprints, the next step will entail finding and hiring a contractor.
If weather permitting, everything goes well, by the end of this year, hope to break ground.
Once the splash pad has been installed, Phase 3 of the project will include placing benches around the splash pad, landscaping the area, grading the ground, and planting grass seed. Those involved hope to see all this happen by next spring. Until then, planning and fundraising goes on.
We have some really exciting fundraisers, and all of our fundraisers are around the kids. So bringing activities to our community that the youth can be involved in. We're trying to give them the advantages of a big city right here in our small town. So our next upcoming event is going to be a mud run. So it's an obstacle course through the park. It's a 2-mile race. There should be about 11 different obstacles and a lot of mud.
Another turtle trot is already on the schedule for this summer's day in the park. Kobe, Sensible, Cowsher, the rest of the committee, and Davis all hope the community will continue to support the Holly Beach Splash Pad project.
Council reaffirmed on Monday night that they are 100% behind the project. We think it's important. Things like this is what brings a community together. And when they work together in one accord, there's teamwork, there's camaraderie. It's an opportunity for people to make friendships and relationships. So we think, number one, it's a great project. It honors a very, very great person. And it is a betterment to the community overall.
Now that the ball is finally rolling, we need to keep the ball rolling forward, and with the help from members of the community their donations of whether it be time, helping, just every little bit will count to get this thing finished.
It goes back to it takes a village. Antwerp is a very tight community, and from day one when we started this project, the whole community has been behind us 100%. To help support us even more, attend our fundraisers that we put on, watch our Facebook page for information, and just the outpouring of help that people want to help when it's in the process of being built is just many of the ways that you can offer your assistance.
This is a big project, and it's going to take a village.
It takes a village. It takes a village. It takes a village.
It takes a village.